Hey everybody, welcome to Mentoring Monday live stream. This is DevMentorDave here on the DevMentorDave YouTube channel, and thank you for stopping by, whether you're stopping by live, which you're not yet, or you are watching this at a later time. Hopefully, it will be enjoyable or interesting to you this evening. Um, so we're going to be a little bit shorter, actually, hopefully a lot shorter this evening than we have been, unless we have a bunch of people who decide to stop by and ask a lot of questions. So the title of the Dev Mentor Dave Mentoring Monday show tonight is Pivot. And of course, if you're old like me, the first thing I thought of when I thought of that term was the that scene from Friends where I think it's I forget who it is. A couple of guys are trying to get a couch up the stairs, and that's just the constant word pivot, pivot, move, turn, trying to get this thing that's not going to fit up the stairs, and that's kind of what we're talking about today. So we're talking about this idea of pivoting from going one direction to going a different direction, and this is something that as a developer you need to be able to do. You need to be able to be successful at, um, and part of that is just part of life. Life is going to throw us some interesting circumstances, some difficulties, and it may cause us have to pivot what we're doing at the time, from time to time. So we're going to talk about that for a few minutes, and then we're going to talk about how we're going to be pivoting a little bit here with the Dev Mentor Dave YouTube channel. Don't worry, we're not going away. um, but what we're going to do things a little bit differently moving forward, and I'll explain that here in just a few minutes. So if you are watching live, say hi on the chat just so I can see you, and feel free, of course, to ask any questions that you might have as we go along, either about the topic that we're discussing or about other topics, whatever interests you or whatever questions are burning. And then, of course, don't forget, you can always leave a comment if you're watching this later, and I'll read those comments and respond to them. I just saw a response from somebody to my response to their comment right before I got onto the live stream this evening. So I do respond to those. Sometimes it's just like a like button or a heart button or something like that. But if it's a genuine question, I'll probably answer it. But more than likely, I'll take the time and make a video at some point to answer the question that you have, because not everybody reads the comments. So if I just answer it in the comments, then it's not going to be necessarily as helpful to everybody. So I'd like to make a video about it. So if you have a question, leave it in the comments. You can also go to devmentordave.com, and there's a form there on devmentordave.com where you can fill out your name, email address, and your question or comment, and I will take that and I'll create a video off of that as well. So certainly take advantage of that. That really is the whole point of Dev Mentor Dave. Is it's not really for me to sit here and lecture you on all of my opinions. So if you have questions, please send them to me so I can help create content that is helpful to you. But let's talk about this idea of pivoting. So in life, especially as you're looking to pursue a job as a developer, either you're just interested in it, or you've started taking some classes to become a junior developer. Maybe you are a junior developer, you've passed your boot camp, and now you're looking to figure out, how can I move forward, right? Well, one of the big things that you need to be able to do is kind of roll with the punches and change and pivot your direction based on the different situation. And there's many reasons why you may need to pivot as a software developer. It could be that you lose your job. We talked about that in a previous live stream, is that there's a very high probability you're going to lose your job at some point, not necessarily because you're bad at what you do, but simply because that's just the nature of our career path. It's a lot of companies hire developers, and maybe they lose uh, they lose clients or whatever it is, and they're just not able to keep the developers. And so a lot of times those junior developers, even though they're cheaper, they're not as experienced, and so they're not as valuable. And so it's easy for you guys to kind of lose your job. But even in my situation, I've been a senior developer for a while now, and I've lost my job multiple times, even as a senior developer. So it's just kind of something that we need to be aware of. So that's going to be a time when you have to assess your situation and say, okay, is there an opportunity here for me to pivot and change the direction that I'm going? And that actually happened to me several years ago. I was really working as mostly a WordPress developer, which I like WordPress, but it kind of pigeonholes you into one kind of small aspect of a larger world of development. And I got laid off from my job where that was my main focus. And as I looked at the world around me in the software development community, I realized there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know that I wanted to learn, and more specifically, front-end JavaScript frameworks. That was kind of my goal. I wanted to go someplace where I could learn front-end JavaScript frameworks. And so that's what I began to look for. In all the jobs that I was applying to, they were all for front-end languages. And I wanted to go to a place that would let me learn. So I was able to get a job where I learned both Angular and Vue, and not React. I still haven't really learned React, but and that seems to be the most popular one. But Angular and Vue are the two that I learned, and I've been able to use those in other jobs since then too. So that pivot in my career path helped me expand the knowledge that I had, the skill set that I had. And so pivoting is not necessarily a bad thing. It can be a very beneficial thing. And so don't think of pivoting as something that is a frustration. That's why I don't, when I lose a job, I don't really view it as a bad thing necessarily. And of course it's not fun to be without a job, especially if you have to get something quickly if you need the income right away, right? So that part's not fun, but there's an opportunity there for you to pivot your career and focus on something else and expand your knowledge and your skill set and frankly your value to future prospective employers. So pivoting can be a really good thing, but it's oftentimes pivoting happens because something bad happens, like losing your job. Maybe there's a health problem that you have that comes up that causes you to have to pivot what you do, either moving into coding or moving out of coding because of some health issue. There could be an opportunity for you to pivot at a job simply because they're going in a different direction. I've had this happen before where the company decided they're not going to continue this project. They're going to move to this project, and it's a totally different language than what we were using before. And so that's an opportunity that you might have to pivot and change your career path and your knowledge and your skill set. So don't be afraid of that, but rather embrace it and say, okay, this is an opportunity for me to learn. This is an opportunity for me to increase my skill set, to increase my value, not just for my current employer, but for future employers, to be able to see that I have experience in all of these other things. So pivoting is a good thing, although sometimes it's brought on by circumstances that we might not choose or might not really want. And that's, I think, what makes this aspect of pivoting difficult for a lot of people, because it's easy to view the need to pivot as a failure. And we need to be careful not to do that. We need to be careful to not view pivoting as I failed at something else. Rather view pivoting as an opportunity for more success. And that really is the key. It's not that I failed at something, it's that I'm pursuing success in a different direction. And if you can have that mindset, that'll help you not get discouraged, but have the proper idea of how to interact with this situation that's causing me to have to pivot, whether that's internally at a job or whether that's from a life standpoint. Difficulties in life that change our priorities. Maybe now I don't have as much time to devote to learning how to write code, so I've got to pivot. Maybe there's a different avenue in software development that would be better for me, where I don't have to spend as much time trying to learn code. Lots of different ways that you could end up pivoting. But the goal of the pivot is not to feel bad about the fact that you have to pivot. The goal of the pivot is to find a new opportunity for success. And so that really bears the question, what is your idea of success, right? So what does this success look like to you? So for example, let's take the DevMentorDave YouTube channel, right? So what does success look like for the DevMentorDave YouTube channel? Now, obviously, success for most YouTube channels looks like a couple different things. One would be building an audience, right? So the goal is to get subscribers, to help let me know that the content that I'm putting out is helpful to people, and to get views on videos and likes on videos and things like that. So obviously, if you're not subscribed to DevMentorDave YouTube channel and you're interested in the things that I'm putting out, please subscribe now. Click the bell icon so you'll be notified when we put out other things, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. It's going to hopefully be more frequently. But that's obviously one of the big things is to build an audience, because I want to reach as many people who are interested in becoming a developer, or who are on the path of a junior developer. I want to reach as many of you all as I can to help you provide some of the mentoring and the insights that I didn't have when I started quite a few years ago. So I want to make it easier. I have the tagline, right? Helping you move from learning code to launching a successful career. And that's not just a slogan. That really is what I'm trying to do. So yes, I want to build this YouTube channel. I want to build this audience, both in subscribers and views. And yeah, absolutely. I would love to build it to a point where it was monetized, where I could, have some income from it. Absolutely. But really, at the end of the day, this all started because I wanted to find a better way to reach a larger audience of people, to help them navigate that path from, I just graduated from a boot camp where I've been spending time learning how to code, and I know how to write code. How do I move forward in a career, and how do I not just move forward into a career, but what steps do I need to take? What pitfalls do I need to watch out for? What areas do I need to have knowledge in order to be successful? I don't want to just be an average dev. I want to be a successful dev. I want to be a senior dev as fast as I can. That's the type of things that I want to do. I want to help you think through the things that you need to know and learn in order to get to success at the end. So that's really what success looks like for me. Success for me is having people involved. It's having people like you ask questions. It's having people give feedback and tell me the things that you're struggling with, so that I can help you give at least my opinion of what I think that you should do, what I think would benefit you and help you move forward in your career. So that's really what success looks like to me. And that's why when I started this YouTube channel, I didn't really start it the way most people do. I started it with the idea in mind of the live stream. And most YouTube channels really are built off of video uploads. So, sorry, my voice is dry. And this is what most people will tell you. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, you need to upload lots of videos, upload them consistently, so that you're getting a lot of content built out there. And that wasn't really what I was going for. I wasn't necessarily looking to just build a content machine, because I didn't think that was really the path that I wanted to go down. What I wanted to do was have a live stream. I wanted people who were interested in development, people who are junior developers now, who are just looking for some mentoring, looking for some help, some guidance. I wanted them to come to the live stream, and I wanted them to jump on. I wanted to interact with people. I wanted them to tell me the issues that they're having, and we can laugh about it, and we can talk about it, and maybe even commiserate about it if it's something that's difficult. And so that really was my goal. I didn't necessarily want to become a YouTuber in that sense, to where I just had a bunch of videos and things like that. So that was really my goal. But unfortunately, I didn't start with this massive following of people who just love my content on other, social networks and things like that. So really, we're starting pretty much from ground zero with a live stream, and that doesn't really work for live streams. And so while I've had topics every week for the live stream, really what it's ended up being is just me kind of talking about my opinions about all these different topics. And while I think that can be beneficial, and in a sense that is what I would do with an actual question, that's not really what I was looking to do. That's not really what my goal was for this channel. And so as I've taken a step back and looked at everything that's been going on, I've been uploading a few more videos here and there just to kind of test the waters and see what people are interacting with, what people are liking. I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and go the normal route instead of sticking with the live stream. Now, I'm not removing the live stream forever. What I'm going to do is, first of all, just pause the live stream at least through the end of 2023. So I'm going to put a pause on Mentoring Mondays. I'm hoping that as we build the YouTube channel, as we get more content, as we get more subscribers, I'm hoping that we'll be able to start back up with Mentoring Mondays in 2024. Because again, I really want to have this live interaction with people and help you and answer your questions in real time and not just be another video YouTuber. I want to have real interaction with people. And so we're just going to pause this at least through the end of the year, see if we can build up our subscribers, see if we can build up our views and interactions and get a good a group of people who are interested in participating in that live stream. We may change the date of the week, the day of the week that we do it. We may look at some of those things. So be on the lookout for some posts perhaps here on YouTube in the community area where I might be having some polls or asking some questions just to gauge some of your input on those different issues as well. So while we're pausing through the end of the year, I'm going to be taking this time on Monday nights. And since I won't be doing the live stream, I'm going to take that time and I'm going to work on putting out more video content. So we'll do shorter videos, hopefully between 5 and 10 minutes. That's my goal time frame on different topics. So I'm going to try to do 5 videos a week. Now, this is all obviously going to be dependent on a lot of things. Hopefully, I am a full-time developer. So I'm a lead developer at the company that I work for. So that is my primary job. That is my most important job to keep. It's the one that feeds my family. So that is my number one focus from a job standpoint. Obviously, I'm a husband and a father, so family will come before even the YouTube channel. And then most of you know I'm also a pastor, so Sundays would not be a good day for getting hold of me. But other than that, hopefully, if I have these Monday nights, I'm going to be able to put out enough content to where we can have a different video come out every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that is the goal moving forward, is to have one video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 5 new videos a week is the goal. Will we start out that way? Maybe. Will there be weeks where we only get a few videos out? Probably, especially if we've got like a holiday or something like that. So don't hold me to a specific schedule, but that is the goal. I'm going to try to get out 5 videos a week, and they're kind of going to be for specific types of people. So we're going to try to kind of create a playlist. So about 5 different playlists that I hopefully will be a help to you in different varying stages of your career path. whether you're just looking to get into coding, or whether you're a junior developer, or whether you're moving on and you've been a developer for a while, and maybe you're just running into some difficult situations and you just want some help or some opinions on what another seasoned developer would do. So we're gonna start off. One of them is just going to be answering direct questions. We started this Hey DMD or Hey Dev Mentor Dave playlist, so we're going to start putting one of those in a week. So again, if you have questions, put them in the comments here. Put them in the chat if you're live, or you can do that on DevMentorDave.com. You can submit your questions there. So those will be on the DMD Hey DMD playlist. Then the second one will be a list of videos for people who are interested in becoming a developer, things that you should know before you become a developer, things you should consider, think about, stuff like that. Then thirdly will be, what do I need to do to get a job? What do I need to learn? How does that process work? We're going to be doing things about, what does it look like to actually work as a developer? What situations am I going to run into now that I've got a job? And then finally, just what are some of those kind of sticky situations, those hard things that come up either as a junior developer or a mid-level or senior developer? What are some of the issues in the day-to-day and relationship between team members and things like that? So how do we navigate all those other pieces of development and being on a team in a way that helps us be successful, not just reach our own goals, but also be successful as team members, be successful as a company. So lots of different kind of avenues there. We're going to be putting out content for each of those. And then thirdly, we're going to take some time we're going to spend a little bit more time, I should say, on interacting through social media, specifically in two places. One, you may know that I've been for a while doing some posts for junior devs on my LinkedIn profile. Going to try to ramp that up a little bit more and make that more of a daily posting. So hopefully that'll be beneficial to you as well. And then also kind of duplicate a little bit of that content over to Twitter. So if you don't know, we do have a Twitter account called DevMentorDave. So you can find DevMentorDave on Twitter as well. And so we will be looking to do that as well. So Mentoring Monday is going away through the end of the year. And we're going to spend that time putting together some content that, from what I can tell, seems to be a little bit more helpful to people. People at least are more interested, I think, in watching a 5 to 10 minute video and just kind of getting one thing versus sitting here and listening to me lecture for 45 minutes to an hour on some other topic. So, like I said before, this wasn't necessarily my intention to go down this route. It wasn't really what I was desiring for the Dev Mentor Dave YouTube channel. But again, when we have these opportunities to pivot or these needs to pivot, it's important that we look at how can we be successful in this pivot. And I think that this is the thing that's not only going to be more successful for the channel, but it's going to be more successful for you guys and helping you provide you with good mentoring information, both as a junior developer and moving forward in your career from learning code to being a successful developer. So all of that to say thank you for those of you who have watched the live versions. I know we've had a few people who have hopped on here and there during the live stream. So thank you to those who have done that. We're going to go ahead and shut it down even for this evening. So like I said, pretty short today, but I just want to let everybody know what the plan was moving forward. So no more Mentoring Monday live streams through the end of 2023. We might pick it back up again in 2024, depending on where we're at from a subscription standpoint and from a view standpoint, just an overall channel health standpoint. So if you've not subscribed, please do so. Like the videos that you like, so that I know what type of content you are interested in that's going to be most helpful to you. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not putting stuff out there that's helpful to you, then I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting your time. So let me know the things that you want to know about. Leave a comment, send me an email through the DevMentorDave.com website, and we'll see you on the next video.